Now, with the fifth semi-final of America's Got Talent one day away and one step closer to two more acts taking the next two spots in the finals, there is a 11th spot up for grabs, which is the wild card. Now, the wild card will be happening so. Each judge will be nominating a contestant who didn't make the finals, either who is in the bottom six of their respective semi-final or eliminated in the top five. So, and they'll nominate a wild card, and then the audience will vote, or the public will vote, and then the winner will make it to the finals. So, I'm going to be sharing my predictions on who I think will be making it to the finals. So, before we get started, let's please comment down below who you think will win the judges' wild card in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And a little spoiler alert, one of my wildcards has completely changed since last week's eliminations. You may know who it is if you haven't watched my video about 4 days ago. But anyways, let's just get started on this video. So, I need to move my hand down actually. So, each judge will be nominating a wildcard. So we've got Howie's wildcard nomination, Heidi, Sophia, and Simon, my favourite judge. And so what will happen is I'll be predicting who I think the judges will nominate and my reason behind it. So let's say it's of this act, and I'll say the reason why I think that. So, without further ado, let's get started with this prediction. I was supposed to do this video about a few days ago, but I completely forgot about it because I wasn't in the mood. So tired as well. But anyways, we're gonna get started right now. So, Howie's nomination. And this is actually an interesting one because I was kind of back and forth on this one, but I'm going this by eventually I chose this act. So my prediction for Howie's wildcard nomination is Trig Watson. Now a lot of ideas come to mind when I think he could nominate him. Number one, he predicted he could win AGT in his audition. Number two, he admitted he was his favourite magician in the competition. And number three, for me, this is an act who I would love to see in the finals of AGT, and I personally think he should have gone through instead of the Youth Choir, in my opinion. But I can understand why, because his presentation was a little bit sloppy. So I think if he did something like his audition, that would have been like, yeah, that he could be in the finals. But I think how we nominated him would be. Now, another contestant I have in mind is Alexander Lashenko, who was one of my favourite auditions of this year. Something totally unique and an act that I want to see on Britain's Got Talent in 2024, and I hope he does do it, along with another act I'll do later on. So anyway, my final prediction is Trig Watson for Howie's wildcard nomination. Now we move over to Heidi. Now this one completely changed after last week. I'm going to get into it. So my prediction for Heidi's wildcard nomination is the one and only Roland Abante. And I'm sure you knew that I was going to nominate. He was going to be my prediction for Heidi's nomination. And a lot of things do think that the judges absolutely love him. So yeah. So in his audition, you can tell he was so nervous, and Heidi said, would you like a hug before you start? And of course, she gave him a hug, and she seemed really, really fond of him. And also in the semi-finals, the judges were like, Sophia and Simon were almost on the very similar pages, saying that America absolutely loves him, and he said he deserves to be here, and how he said they were spectacular, and also said that that performance was the performance of a final, something like, or was it or something over that, or was like that was the performance worthy of being in the finals. And Heidi admitted if she had a golden buzzer to put someone straight through to the final, it would be him. So you can tell that the judges absolutely adore him, and I'm one of them as well. I absolutely love Roland. He is fantastic, and I do hope he gets the Wildcard nomination. Now, Sophia. Now, this is kind of like an out of the box guess because um, I actually looked on this person's social media, and which I'll get to in it. Anyways, so my prediction for Sophia's Wildcard nomination is Summer Rios. Now, I really like Summer. I think she's a great singer, and Sophia said if she hoped she would be one of the two finalists, and she is very good. I can definitely see it being a wildcard nomination, and on social media, her social media was asking her fans to ask for her to be the wild card, if that makes sense, in a way. So that's that, and also, I think, like I said with the other two, I think she's very fond of her. So I think it, and like I said, I've got other people in mind who I think could be nominations. The other one is Juan Legayard, Sorcerer, which I thought would be after Trig Watson's not so good performance. I thought for sure he'd be in the finals, but then he got eliminated. But I think maybe, but I'm really on the fence now between her or Juan to be there. But I chose Summer. Now Simon's wild card. I have been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this one for so long because I literally got three in mind who I think he can nominate. Saint and Trap Choir, Warrior Squad, and Zion Clark. But I had this act. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, I had this act as my prediction for his wildcard nominee. I think it's and this is because I know he loves choirs, which is the Saint Trap Choir. Now, Simon has said in the past that he absolutely loves choirs, and he loves choirs. He's such as the Dover Youth Choir, the Detroit Youth Choir, and the Mazanza Youth Choir. So it wouldn't really surprise me if he did nominate them, but I have a feeling it's either going to be them or Warrior Squad. I mean, Zion's really good. I like Zion Clark. He's very talented. I like his performance in the semi-finals because his performance was more like it had proper music to it, and that's why I accepted it. Because I honestly, his audition was kind of like I expected him to have dangers, have intense music, and but no, he actually told a story during it. But this was more it was more kind of normal, and he played the drums as well, which is pretty cool. I know he used to play the drums, but I think Simon would eventually choose Sainted Trap Choir. I can tell he's really fond of them. So, now my prediction for the wild card winner. This was a tough decision, but I had to make it, and this is purely based on who I think the public would vote for. And I think the wild card winner for 2023 will be Roland Abante. Yeah, you heard me right, Roland Abante. And I will say this now, and I'll say this again. I am desperately, desperately wanting him to be the wild card. Honestly, I am on my hands and knees begging for him to be the wild card. And I just think, and I thought for sure he'd be in the finals, but the fact he was between Chibi Unity and him for the top five of the night, I was like, oh no, it should not have been between them two. It should have been him and maybe Orlando. And I still and as you know, I was so upset when he got eliminated because he really was one of my favorites. He really was one of my favorite singers in the competition. But spoiler alert for tomorrow. Now that Roland is not in the competition, out of the competition, my money's on Gabriel Enrique to go to the finals. Unless they did that on purpose. So let's say if Gabriel was eliminated, and then next week had Roland he'd have been in the final, maybe. I feel like maybe. I mean, Anna de Guzman, I was certainly surprised to see her go to the final because I had her on the fence, but then I was like, nah, I don't think she will. She won't be as popular, but she actually she was quite popular. So I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And I do like her. I do like her. She's very good. And so honestly, I'm not that upset with her going to the finals. I think it's great to see two magicians in the final. Yeah. So, yeah, well, I think Ryland will have the edge on terms of the judges' likability and the audience, because his audition and semi. So I need to get this up quickly and get AGT. This is on my phone, by the way, on YouTube, by the way. Literally, the two most watched auditions of this year is Pucci Ariani with 52 million, and the second is Rowan with 10 million views. And then if we go to the semi-finals, he's got the most views out of everyone, 2.8 million views, and the others have got like 20 something, like 80k views, 500k views, etc., 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 like that. Um, and so it just like, and he seems a really popular person that could be the wild card. And can I just say, the thumbnail for his all semi-finals, that completely threw me off because he's got a blue suit on. But now when I go to his performance, if I can get these adverts, I'm gonna turn the volume down. I know you can't see it, but I understand. I'm just looking because he's got a blue suit on in the thumbnail, but not. He's got like completely different outfit. He's got like a nice pair of jeans. He's got a nice shirt on. He's looking dapper, mate. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really hoping Rowan gets the wild card. I'm just praying, praying, praying. Please, America, if Rowan is the wild card nomination, please vote for him. Please vote for him to be the wild card. I want him to win the wild card so badly. Please, that's all I'm asking you. So there you go, guys. That is my wild card predictions for the semi-finals or the judges' wild card nominations. Let me know in the comments who you think will win the judges' wild card down below, and also your predictions, really, and who you think will be the nominations and who you think will win the wild card, like I did here. So thank you so much for watching this video. Get ready for tomorrow night's fifth semi-final with two more spots in the final up for grabs. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.